Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you are a new parent who is looking to wean your baby into solid foods, this is the right place for you. Because today we are going to discuss as to how to introduce solid food to your babies, what are the signs that your baby is actually ready to be introduced to solid foods, and some really helpful tips to make weaning really stressful for you parents. So let us start. So how do you know that your baby is ready? So weaning generally starts around 5.5 months to 6 months of age when your child actually starts showing signs of readiness. Traditionally also we have something called the Annaprashan, which is the first rice giving ceremony, which is also generally held around 5.5 months to 6 months of age. So start looking for these signs. Firstly, your baby is trying to sit with little and no control. Secondly, the child is showing some kind of head control and neck control. Thirdly, the baby is trying to grab food. So if you see that these signs are there, it would mean that your child is ready to be weaned into solid foods. So what are the best first foods that you can introduce to your baby? Start with simple foods. Simple foods as in easily digestible foods which you can easily prepare at home and offer to your baby. Let us see a few options. So you can start with fruits, vegetables, grains and protein. In foods you have different options, like you can offer some mashed bananas, some pureed apple and those kind of things. For vegetables also you can offer some pureed pumpkin, some pureed carrots. These are excellent sources actually. For grains you can offer porridge, some boiled rice and mash them into a consistency that they are able to taste it. For proteins also you could try some mashed dal, some lentils which your child will be able to consume. You can also try some scrambled eggs or some soft eggs which the child is able to eat. So there are a variety of options. Always start with a food, one food at a time, and generally give some 2 or 3 days break between the food that you have introduced so that you are able to check whether there are any kind of allergies or not. So what are the different types of weaning methods? There is the spoon feeding, which is a more traditional form of weaning, and second we have the baby-led weaning. Now the traditional spoon feeding is a more traditional form where the parents actually feed the baby using soft pureed food using a spoon. Now this is especially good for you if you are worried about your child choking. Now in the baby-led method of weaning, the baby actually tries to grasp the food which is soft. So the food needs to be soft, pureed, and the baby should be able to grasp it. Now this is a very good method of weaning your child because it actually encourages chewing skills and also encourages independence in your child. So choose the method which will work for you. In this section, let us understand how much water should you be offering your baby. Now many parents come and ask how much water should we be giving our baby and when should we start with water. There is a simple guide for this. Between 0 to 6 months of age, please do not offer any water. The breast milk is sufficient for the baby's body. Between 6 to 12 months of age, you can offer very little water in a cup, generally around 2 ounce to 4 ounce per day. Now after your baby crosses 12 months of age, you can gradually increase the intake of water depending on how much water the child wants. Now here's a tip for you. Try offering the water in a small cup to encourage healthy drinking habits going forward. Now let us understand what are the common mistakes to avoid. First, offer variety of foods to encourage a balanced nutrition. Second, do not make the meal times a negative experience. Make the meal times a positive experience and do not force feed. Third, always look for the hunger cues and fullness cues of your child. Be aware when you're feeding the baby or when the baby is feeding themselves. So what are the most common foods you can avoid? Please try to avoid sugar and salt in the baby's food till they are 12 months of age. Do not offer them any honey, jaggery or sugar till they are 12 months of age. It is not very good for the child's health. And lastly, do not give any very hard food or nuts unsupervised because they are choking hazards. So weaning is an exciting journey and every child is different. Trust me on that. So take your time and enjoy the process. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel Avnita. Happy feeding and see you in my next video.